All right. Hey guys, thanks for being on early today. We have some friends who are in town. They got in town at 5 a.m. this morning. They leave tomorrow at 6 a.m. And so we're going to have dinner with them. So that's why I had to kind of reschedule this. And I did reach out and ask a couple people if they could cover, and people were like, yeah, I could do it. I could do it. But then I thought I need to plan my week. So I would rather plan my week and be done. And this is just done early. So those of you that couldn't be on here, we have a recording. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is our rate of run. You guys have already had one auto ship for the month. So you're going to get logged into your account, into your cloud. We're going to see where we are. We're going to see how this month is taken off, what direction we're headed. As soon as I get logged in. Okay, so from the very just main page of your cloud, you're going to go down to the business snapshot. It's going to drop down. You're going to see a bar that says qualifications. Under there, look for where it says current QV. You're going to take that dollar amount and you're going to divide it by 6 because today is the 6th day of the month. So that's going to give you now the average of how much volume you and your team, so anyone in your downline, people you've signed up, people they've signed up, your customers, their referrals, all of that adds up to make your QV. By dividing it by 6, you now have your daily average. And so we're in February, which means we only have 28 days this month. So we're going to take the new daily average, we're going to multiply it by 28, and now you're looking at your new projected end of the month volume. So automatically you've lost a couple of days because we're in February. So I would tell you to burn all your bridges, keep your eyes on the prize, and go past the number that you just saw. So whatever number you saw, use that as motivation. Don't let it, like, I hate when people are like, well, my rate of run is only going to be 10,000. So there's no way I'm going to hit 12K. No, your rate of run is showing you what you need to do. Your rate of run is like, hey girl, it's the 6th and you've got till the 28th. So push harder. So use the number as motivation. And if you are above and beyond where you thought you were going to be, that is good, but don't let that slow you down. Don't get comfortable with it. Use it to push yourself further. Maybe maybe your goal was 12K and it's showing 12K. We'll make your goal 14K. Every penny counts when it comes to business. So yeah, that's what we do rate of run for. Okay, moving right along. Let me look at my big calendar. I have stuff in the way. Moving right along, our next auto ship day is going to be on Thursday, the 10th. So we're going to get, well, I should not have logged out. We're going to get back in the cloud. If you're still in the cloud, good for you. Oh, I'm still in the cloud. Okay. So you're going to go this time up into the menu. You need your drop-down menus. You're going to go to the My Team button, My Customers. And then at the very top, it's going to say like customer number, email, that kind of stuff. Scroll all the way to the right where it says Next Auto Ship and click on that Next Auto Ship box twice. That'll populate it by date for you. So now you want to go through here and find anybody that has a 2/10, or what the heck, let's also look at the 2/15s while we're at it. These are your upcoming auto shippers. And you guys, it's your job as their promoter to make sure that A, they know they have an auto ship coming up, B, make sure that they're getting what they want on the auto ship, and C, make sure that their Thrive is working properly for them so that their auto ship is important to them. So that's why I'm not a big fan of waiting until the last minute to say, hey, your auto ship is running tomorrow. I hope you're okay with it. Like, that's a great way for people to go, oh, panic and turn off their auto ship. I instead try to go back to the messages that I've had with them already, or go peek on them on social media and then send them a message to say, hey, I saw you were traveling this weekend, or hey, I saw it was so-and-so's birthday. Like, get them talking about what's going on in their life, because then and only then can you start plugging in recommendations about your Thrive. If they tell you they're super stressed out, hey, have you tried Black Label yet? Maybe now's the time for us to do that. Maybe they say they're not sleeping well. Hey, have you ever thought about Rest Gel? Maybe they say they feel freaking phenomenal and they are so happy they found Thrive. Awesome, good, because your auto ship's coming out next week. We'll just keep it the way it is. Like, learn to make Thrive a natural conversation and part of other conversations versus just being like a salesy thing where you chased him and got the order and left him hanging. So now that you know the names, which I was talking, I didn't look at my names. Let me look at my names. You're going to want to make sure you write those names down. And today, tomorrow, I would be in contact with these people. I would be commenting on their social media. I would be, like I said, going back through my text messages or my messengers to see what's going on. And keep in mind, like, new products that have come out, maybe since they started, or if they're still brand spanking new, go back to their group chat, because remember, if they're your customer, they should have a group chat with you plus and upline. And in that chat is a great place to say, hey, you know, you're 3 weeks in. I noticed on Facebook that you went for a 5K. I don't know, I'm making stuff up as always. Whatever it is, like get the conversation started about what they're doing in their life, and then get the feedback from them. Like, yeah, I did this 5K. I didn't think I could do it, but I felt great. Or yeah, I did the 5K. I felt pretty good, but man, I'm so sore from it. There's bound to be something that can come up that you can then recommend. So, you know, your auto ship is scheduled to come out on, what day did I say it was? Thursday. How about we add a box and move if you're going to be more active? It's like, you know, whatever the conversation is, but just keep it about them and how you can help them. If it becomes about you keeping an auto ship for Auto Elite or keeping an auto ship for volume, kiss it goodbye. It needs to be about them. So now that you have those names written down, you are set and ready. Like I said, I would put those on your to-do list for either today. If you've already done your reach out today, put them on your to-do list for tomorrow. And then the people who are going to have auto ships on the 15th, which is next Tuesday, put them on your to-do list for Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. Next thing that I have, I was really hoping to have it all ready to show you guys, but I don't, because my shipment's not here because there was an ice storm everywhere and I think it's stuck someplace. Anyway, I went back through, as I always do, I go through my auto shippers from the previous month and I write their names down on a sheet of paper. This time I also went back through my customers who have not ordered in the last 3 months. And I went back through my sponsorship promoters, my level 1 promoters, and I sorted it by, what is QV? I forget. I'll show you how to do it in here in a second. But anyway, I went back and I found people who have not been thriving for a few months. And I have their names written down. I am slowly but surely gathering their addresses if I don't already have them. And I am going to be sending them as soon as it actually arrives. I use some of my credits to purchase some extra packs of recharge at the end of January. And I'm going to be sending everybody 2 to 3, depending on how many actually show up, 2 to 3 just recharge stickers. I went into Canva. You know what? I wonder if, can I screen share? I always get so nervous when I do this. Well, oh, there. Oh, okay. I went into Canva. This is just Canva. This is a little square postcard or something they called it. Copied the picture from the website, copied all the wording from the website, and then listed the ingredients. So, and then I have them printed. Let me go out of the screen share. So I have them printed. There's 4 per page. This is going to go inside the little thank you card. If they're an auto shipper, it's going to say, thanks so much for supporting my business. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to try this new product. It's amazing for helping your immune system during the winter. That's going to get mailed out. If they have not thrived in a while, or they have not, like promoters again, who haven't been thriving in a while, very same thing. I'm so glad we've had the chance to thrive together, or whatever it is. Like you'll know what the appropriate word is for the person. But I just wanted to make sure you had a chance to thrive, to try this product. It's so great for helping your immune system during the winter. So it's February. It's the dead of winter. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was spring, but it's the dead of winter. To me, this is a super easy thing. It all fits in a note card, just takes a regular stamp, 2 to 3 little recharges. Is it amazing? No, but if that's the piece of mail and everything else was a bill, they're going to love your piece of mail that much more, right? Okay, sorry. TJ says it's pretty springy here. Well, TJ, it's not here. Damn it. No, just kidding. That's true. So if it's not like the dead of winter where you are, I don't know. You can't really talk about the big CVID word, but just there's a lot of people sick around here, and I thought this would be a great time for you to try it. Susan, I have sent that to all my customers that created lots of orders for recharge. Good. See, yay. So if you've already done recharge, you guys could obviously pick something else. And again, I picked recharge because that's what I bought at the end of the month with my credits. Look at what you have right now in your pile of goodies. If you don't have recharge, you could easily go into Canva and make something for something else. Partly why I like to use Canva for that stuff is because my handwriting is atrocious. And after 2 to 3 cards, it's horrible. Like I can't even read it. And I had 24 names written down of people I'm going to send this to. So I was like, I need to make sure that the information about recharge is, easy to read, also pretty, but so that's my list. I have my list of my names. I have my little sheets ready, and I'm just waiting on the product to mail them out. Again, I do something that's kind of like a goodwill gesture, a thank you every single month for anyone who auto ships with me. Your auto shippers are your bread and butter. They are your best friends. They are the people who create a paycheck for you when you are not even paying attention. So I always like to thank them for that. I have some auto shippers who have been doing this for years, and I have some auto shippers who are new, but regardless, probably my regular ones are a little bit spoiled, but my new ones might be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she was going to send me something. So anytime you can mail something, and even if it is just a thank you card, do it. You don't always have to have a gift, like just a thank you card alone. I don't know how many thank you cards you guys get on a regular basis, but to me, I love when I get one. So make sure you're doing that. Now, how do I find who I wanted to send those to? First thing we're going to look at are who auto shipped with us last month. So you're going to be back in that where we were. You're in your My Customer list. Only this time, instead of clicking that last auto ship, instead of clicking next auto ship, you're going to click last auto ship. Also just click it twice. It puts it in order by date, although for whatever reason on my phone, the dates get a little weird for me. So I tend to go to my computer to do it. The other thing you can do is just go to where it says last order, and you can click that twice and it will for sure do it correctly. And here's the thing, maybe somebody wasn't an auto shipper, but maybe somebody like I had a gal, she placed her first order. She did the 4-week pack. We talked about clicking the button for auto ship. She was so excited. Do you think she did it? No, that's okay. I'm still sending her a little present, right? So that's a great way to find it. And then when it comes to tracking down your team who maybe aren't active, like I have a lot of what I call non-promoting promoters on my team, and I want to stay in contact with them because I think they're like a glorified customer. I just go to the My Team button, sponsorship downline, and there's lots of different ways that you can filter it. You can, I always do level 1 because that means they sign up under me. And instead of how it automatically defaults to promoter number, I go to either qualified. Is it qualified? Hang on, sorry. I just did this yesterday, but I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, qualified. I divide it. I search it by qualified, ascending, and then it's going to pull up for me like the first group of names. These are people who have not ordered in forever. So that's how I like to hunt down people who are on my list who maybe I've forgotten about them, which sounds horrible, but I probably forgot about someone. If they were used to be a promoter and they haven't thrived in forever, it's very possible that I haven't kept contact with them. So again, that's someone I'm going to reach out to. Oh, and I forgot. So when I ask for people's addresses, I just say, hey, what's your address? I have an envelope loaded and ready to go for you of XYZ. So of a new product or of a little gift for you or whatever you want to say. I find when I write it like that, they write me back right away. Everybody likes to get something in the mail. So that's what I do at the beginning of the month. I kind of did it late last month for whatever reason, but anyway, that's what we did. So moving forward, because we're halfway through our time. So as far as preparing my posts, my theme, my content for the week, I really loved when I kind of cheated last week and used this flip calendar that my friend got me for Christmas. Last week, it was all about empowerment. The whole calendar for the whole week was about empowering and had quotes from empowerment and scripture from empowerment. Well, I flipped to today, getting ready for today, and it said, he prunes the branches that do bear fruit so they will produce even more. So basically, like, you know, pruning off the dead to encourage the tree to make more. So that kind of theme could be like cleaning up your life, organizing your life, cleaning up your friends list, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, like however you want to interpret that. And you don't even have to do that. You can do your own theme, by the way. I'm just throwing this out for mine. That's the direction I'm going to take my post in this week. And again, some of you are just marketing crazy, awesome people. I am not. I need a theme. I need an idea. I need something to help keep me on track and something to, when I hit the morning where I don't want to post anything or don't feel like being on social media, I have something in the back of my head. So what I'm going to do, what I want us all to do for the next 5 minutes is you're either going to pick your theme for the week, your word for the week, whatever. And then if you already know, maybe you're a Makeover Monday or a Motivational Monday kind of person, maybe you're a Transformation Tuesday or Testimonial Tuesday kind of person. I'm going to go in right now with the theme of, how would I word that in Google? Pruning the branches to bear more fruit. I don't know, cleaning up my friends list, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to go into Google and I'm going to type in some keywords to see what kind of quotes I can get back. And again, these quotes may be something that maybe I share the quote, maybe I type it out and it's a post. Maybe I just share the picture that has the quote in it. Whatever it is, But these to me are, this way my phone is locked and loaded and ready with inspiration for me for the week moving forward. So you pick your theme, your word, your whatever. If you have a theme or a word or an idea that you're working with this week, throw it in the chat for everyone else to steal from, please. I am just going to go with that. Someone help me. Is that putting me first? How am I going to word this for Google? He prunes the branches that do bear fruit so they will produce even more. It's like tough love, kind of. I don't know. All right. Okay, buddy, I'm getting much better results by typing in prune for better fruit quotes. So you just never know where Google or Pinterest is going to take you. So all I'm doing is going through, I'm just downloading pictures to my phone that have quotes or thoughts that go along with my theme for the week. And again, it's just a good reminder for me as I'm moving forward when I'm trying to make posts this week. As always, you'll want to try to, whatever theme or word you go with, you're going to want to try to, oh, Lisa says weeding out things, getting rid of pruning things in your life. Yes, or not our. Oh, gotcha. I always try to relate back to, and it's the same little note I show you every week. It's this folded up Post-it note. Dog mom, wife, small business owner, gardener, and travel obsessed. Those are my fives. Those are my 5 things that I could, if someone said, go stand on stage right now and talk to people about being a dog mom, I could do it. If someone said, go talk about being a wife, I could do it. Small business owner, gardener, I could do. Those are the 5 things I could talk about at a cocktail party on the fly with anybody. Those are the 5 things that I try to keep in mind when I'm sharing my content or whatever it is, because when I attract other people who have similar interests, we're going to get along better and stick together better. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Okay, so moving along so we don't run out of time. For my team specifically, not on Sunday Power Plan, but we have a Zoom we do every Monday. And our kickoff for February was all about having a habit tracker. And so I encourage my team to have a habit tracker. You can get a free one, Google habit tracker, free printout, and they're everywhere. And I encourage everyone to put one thing on their habit tracker that they already do that they know they could be successful with. I chose my Thrive because I take it every day. And then I asked them to put 2 to 3 habits on there that they struggle with for whatever reason. You guys, sometimes a habit that you struggle with isn't necessarily because it's something hard. It's just because something's not top priority or you don't think about it, or I don't know, lots of different reasons. So anyway, I started my habit tracker last week. And the one thing I want to make sure that I share with you guys, one of the things that I suck at, and I realize it now that I've had it on my habit tracker for 6 days, is remembering to add 2 to 5 new friends on Facebook or social media every single day. I do not know why. That is not a hard thing. You literally click the button, add friend. But for whatever reason, until I put it on my habit tracker, I didn't realize how bad I sucked at it. So I just want to throw that out there today. If that is something that if you are struggling with, everyone you know thrives, you've already talked to all your friends, the same 5 people like your post every week, I can guarantee it's because you do not have new people looking at your stuff. You do not have new conversations to have with people. I was still somehow being successful with my reach outs, like keeping up those numbers. But now that I've added 2 to 5 friends every day for 6 days, I have so many more people to talk to. And I have more people making comments on posts. Like, I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. So please remember that the core of our business is to network, and to network, you have to meet people. And I don't know if the beauty of social media, I guess the beauty of, or the freakiness of social media, you can meet people that you are nowhere near. So Facebook will give you lots of suggestions. You can find people on Instagram by hashtag searching things that you're interested in. So again, the fives, for me, the dog mom, business owner, blah, blah, blah. That's how you can find like-minded people to follow on Instagram. But again, it literally takes, I don't know, a few minutes max. Sometimes my brain kicks in and I'm like, I know her, but not really. And I'm like, what do I do? So when that happens, it takes much longer. If you just look at those friend suggestions and you think, click, good, you're done. And I also know sometimes people say, oh, I don't want to friend her because she's already friends with Sally and Bob and they're already thrivers. So what? Friend the person anyway. Maybe you are going to be that new person that now they see is also thriving. So they finally sign up with Sally. Like, friend these people, spread yourself amongst amongst social media. You can have 5,000 friends. I'm nowhere close. So that is what I learned over the last week by having my habit tracker. Also, posting a reel is something that I was doing really great with, and I dropped off the face of the earth. I'm back on it. It's also back on my habit tracker. So when you are planning out those posts for the week, and you know, like I just was looking up the pruning of the branches. A, that could be biblical. B, that could be self-growth, all these different things. I'm now going to focus on searching Instagram for reels that deal with that so that I can save them and then recreate them throughout the week for my own reels. And again, something I shared last week with my team, if I don't know what reel I am reproducing tomorrow morning, it won't happen. So before I go to bed at night, I make sure I know what reel I'm redoing. I do not worry. Some of you may. I do not worry about my hair and makeup. You can filter the crap out of an Instagram reel and you can look amazing. And if your hair looks kind of bad, pull it back and put the camera closer to where it's just your face. I don't worry about those things. But if you do and you want to have hair and makeup and all that jazz, then just make sure you have 5 to 7 reels picked out and ready to go so that when you are ready in front of your ring light and stuff, you can do it. I just find the less I worry about it and just make it part of the process, I do better. So to each their own. So anyway, if you don't have a habit tracker, I know this is really more for my team than ever, but I think it's for everybody. If you don't have a habit tracker, please keep in mind too, that habit trackers are to help you learn new habits. Like my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's already my habit. I started that habit, I think almost 7 years ago. So that's not on my habit tracker. It happens anyway. So I encourage you to pick 1 or 2 things that you struggle with and put those on your habit tracker to keep you in line. I knew my 1 was reels, and I didn't know totally, but now I totally know for sure that adding friends was a big one for me. So just think about, you know, what you struggle with. And the reason I encourage you to put something on your tracker that you do every day, every single day when I see my tracker and I'm like, oh, and I can mark off Thrive because I took my Thrive, then I'm like, oh, okay, I got to mark these other things off too. So for me, that's just a trigger. If I'm all happy marking something off, then I'm like, dang, I gotta mark the rest of this stuff off. I just encourage you to do that as well. So, okay, with all that in mind, we have our auto ships coming up. I don't think I'm forgetting anything as far as, like, obviously there's the Tuesday night and the Thursday night calls with the company, the Zooms. We always have our Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah. Planning sessions during the week. So, you know, mark your calendar accordingly. But most importantly, I think go into the week with picking the habit that you're going to focus on, having your thought or your theme. And here's the thing too, you guys don't have to switch your theme every week. If you were working on, and if you had an idea last week and that's what you've been talking about and promoting to people and having conversations with people about, and it's working well, like, oh, I hate to pick on her, but I'll pick on her. Like everyone, like, you know, Courtney Glazer, she talks about sobriety all the time. She doesn't change her theme every single week, right? So if you have something like that in your life that you are all about, then stick with it. You don't have to change it up. But I encourage you to right now, before the week hits, how am I going to incorporate that into Monday? Can I incorporate it somehow into Makeover Monday? So for example, he prunes the branches to bear the fruit. How can I talk about maybe a mindset makeover of constantly trying to people please versus cutting the negativity out so I could grow? You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, I just make stuff on the fly. Testimonial Tuesday. Maybe I'm going to find someone's testimony for Thrive that relates to the fact that they grew as a person once they started taking care of themselves. So that's what works for me. You do what works for you, but regardless of what direction you go, today is the day to plan it out so that during the week when life hits and you're super duper busy and the only time you have to post is when you go tinkle, you're ready to go. So with that, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. If you have questions, let me know. But I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye. Oh, next Sunday is a Super Bowl. So I can only assume we're going to be doing this early next Sunday too. So I'll let you know.